Good day everyone, I am Michelle Flores Pasuhil from BSED English 3A, and for today's video, I am going to discuss to you about the feminist stylistics. But first, let me define what is stylistics. So the linguistic study of the numerous components of a writer's literary or non-literary style is still known as stylistics. Alternatively, it is still seen as a literary assessment of language strategies. So one of the types of stylistics is the feminist stylistics. So when we say feminist stylistics, it may be characterized as the sub-branch of stylistics which strives to account for the way in which gender issues are linguistically encoded in texts, and which attempts to do so by applying some of the frameworks and models included in the stylistics toolkit. Feminist stylistics has its roots in the theories and practices of feminist criticism which began in the United States and France. Feminist criticism itself derives its theoretical basis from the larger feminist movement which advocates the social, political, and economic equality between the sexes. But the dialectical variations and contradictions in the feminist movement have created difficulties in defining it properly. The result is that it is now fashionable to refer to feminisms rather than feminism. It is now often conceived of as a rich and varied theoretical field. The term feminist stylistics was first used by Sarah Mills in 1995. It is a theory that explores the relationship between language and gender in different literary and non-literary texts. It provides tools to uncover bias against women. It provides a method of analysis which identifies itself as feminist and which uses linguistic tools to uncover underlying agenda in different texts. According to Mills, we need to read text suspiciously because language in any text is not simply a tool for the expression of ideas. Rather, it is an entity that may and can shape ideas by itself. Most feminists hold the belief that women as a group are treated oppressively and differently from men and that they are subject to personal and institutional discrimination. Feminists also believe that society is organized in such a way that it works in general to the benefit of men rather than women. This does not imply that all men benefit equally from the way that society is structured, since society also oppresses men in different degrees, nor does it imply that all men take part in that continuance of the system, since men can decide to oppose the oppression of other groups. But it does imply that there is a general difference in the way that men and women are treated in society as a whole, and in that way that they view themselves and others view them as gendered beings. Sarah Mills uses close language study and linguistic theory to set out the rationale for feminist text analysis. She examines sexism, political correctness, reader positioning, narrative, agency, discourse, character, and role analysis, and sets the examination of literary texts alongside texts such as newspapers, pop songs, and advertisements. Feminist stylistics presumes no prior knowledge of either feminist or stylistic theory. So that's all for the feminist stylistics.